That's true.
Hi, I'm Jamie Sipsma.
And I'm Heather Sipsma.
And we wanted to talk to you a little bit about generosity and giving to missions, what it's meant to us.
One of the things that we've encountered and grown in our faith through is what we like to call the year of the loan. And this was early in our marriage. Our daughter was about 6 months old, and we knew that God was calling us to get rid of our debt and to begin being obedient in our tithing.
Yeah, at the same time. And so that was a change for us. Heather was in graduate school. I was a pastor at a local church. And so it wasn't like we had a lot of margin in our income.
And daycare.
And daycare. And so we started to give regularly. We started to tithe. We also started to pay down the loan, and the Lord just showed up in amazing ways. It wasn't necessarily that He increased our finances,
right,
but it was really that He increased our capacity. We had to make sacrifices. We had to make changes. It wasn't magic, and it was hard. But on December 29th, we wrote the last check to pay off our loan, and we were just excited to see and experience firsthand the goodness of God through that year.
Yeah, and I would say that experience in obedient living and generous giving out of the obedience instead of our abundance was really impactful for our faith.
Yeah, because if we would have waited for abundance, we would have never started giving.
That's true.
And so it really became an act of obedience at that point.
And so we've taken that into the rest of our lives and stepped into spaces that required that kind of hard faith, maybe, in which we could trust God with our finances.
Yeah, I think it set up a discipline of giving to be able to step out in faith and to know that God is going to multiply that work, to give to missions.
So we love to give to missions because God's doing such incredible things, and we love the opportunity to be part of it.
You're supporting a global worker across the world so that people can know Jesus. Yeah, I would say if you've never given to missions, I would encourage you to do so. One of the things that we do is we give regularly to the church, but we also set aside funds to give to the missions budget every year, specifically every year as well. Yeah, and the obedience is not always easy, but it gets easier as you see Him continuing to use it to multiply and to grow the sharing of His word and His message.
Yeah, and I would just add, He also grows your faith in that obedience. And that's what's really exciting, is that you get a deeper relationship with the Lord and get to walk more closely with Him, and that there's nothing better than that.